U.S. stocks closed lower on Monday, with the Dow, S&P 500, and Nasdaq each shedding just under 1%. All three indexes added to losses after President Donald Trump announced 25% tariffs on Japanese and South Korean imports due to take effect on August 1st. Stocks wobbled further later in the day when Trump announced hefty tariffs on several other countries, including South Africa and Malaysia. Ross Mayfield, investment strategist at Baird, said stocks could retreat further as Trump continues to pressure U.S. trade partners.
So we've got some actual numbers put on trade partners, big trade partners, and then the threat of additional tariffs. We kicked the can down the road a little bit from July 9th to August 1st, but not a lot, still not a lot of time to make trade deals with 50 plus countries. So I think there's a continuing anticipation and anxiety about what the final trade deal and tariff levels will look like.
The S&P 500's biggest drag came from shares of Tesla, which fell nearly 7% after CEO Elon Musk announced the formation of a new political party, further escalating his feud with Trump. It was the stock's biggest daily slide since June 5th and its lowest closing level since that session. Among other movers, shares of WNS Holdings rallied more than 14% after the French IT services firm Capgemini agreed to buy the outsourcing firm for $3.3 billion in cash. And shares of NVIDIA-backed CoreWeave fell more than 3% after the AI hyperscaler said it will buy crypto miner Core Scientific in an all-stock deal valued at about $9 billion. Shares of Core Scientific plunged more than 17.5%.
Russia's fired transport minister Roman Starovoyt was found dead in his car outside Moscow on Monday, with a gunshot wound to his head. Government investigators said that their principal hypothesis is that Starovoyt took his own life. He was dismissed by President Vladimir Putin just hours earlier. A presidential decree published earlier on Monday gave no reason for the dismissal. Political analysts were quick to raise the possibility that Starovoyt may have been removed in connection with an investigation into corruption in the Kursk region, where he had served as governor. Starovoyt only held the transport ministry job for a year. There were conflicting reports about the timing of his death. Russia's investigative committee, which probes major crimes, said in a statement it was working to establish the precise circumstances. Various Russian media cited law enforcement sources as saying a pistol belonging to Starovoyt had been found alongside his body in his car. His dismissal and subsequent death comes at a time of significant challenges for Russia's transport sector. As the war in Ukraine drags on for a fourth year, Russia's aviation sector is short of spare parts, and Russian Railways, the country's largest employer, is grappling with soaring interest costs as high rates needed to curb higher inflation, exacerbated by the war, take their toll. The Kremlin said Andrei Nikitin, a former governor of the Novgorod region, has been appointed acting transport minister, and it published photographs and video of him with Putin. Two transport industry sources said plans to replace Starovoyt with Nikitin had been in the works since before last month's International Economic Forum in St. Petersburg. The transport ministry declined to comment on Monday.